is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So weirdly, and I'm really kind of surprised about this little article that I'm going to go over in this video turned out to be my favourite thing in this month's Doctor Who magazine. This is not a diss in this month's Doctor Who magazine, which has been awful for about 5 years, but rather it's a very good issue, just really focusing on the Sarah Jane adventures, which wasn't really my bag, man. I didn't dislike it. It just, I was too old for it, right? My kids just outgrew it too quickly, yeah. So I don't think I saw some of the last stories in the final season. If they're dropping it all on Disney Plus, I'll probably go through it there. You know, we're gonna list Disney is pure evil. Disney Plus is also pure evil. I agree with you. But if they got Doctor Who and they got Doctor Who, what can I tell you, mate? It's just the way it is. Anyway, this is a great little article by Trevor Baxendale. I assume they published it this month because it coincides with the release of The Terror of the Master, I think a 3-disc book on tape read by John Coleshaw, Third Doctor Master, absolutely brilliant, right? Really, really fantastic. I way prefer it to the 6, 7, 8 disc books on tape they're doing. Very, very, very zippy. I think not zippy as it Rainbow, but moves fast. And it really, to me, feels like a Doctor Who episode, right? John Coleshaw's fantastic. Anyway, so there was a pathetic attempt to cancel it. Like, a genuinely pathetic attempt to cancel it. Because he once said that, who was it? I can't even remember now. Gareth Roberts. Gareth Roberts wasn't intrinsically evil, right? They don't like Gareth Roberts because he took the piss a little bit out the tea in the LGBTQ alliance. But he's been, like, you know, a gay activist all his life. So this is really weird, right? I did a short about it ages ago, and I always get little short on the 1-minute videos, and you always get people replying like months and months later. I've been having this long conversation with somebody who's convinced, firstly, he's gay, but he's convinced he used to be homophobic, just like he's convinced Gareth Roberts was homophobic. So, like, but, you know, at the same time, he doesn't know who he hated and wanted to hurt, which is a very important part of hating somebody for their identity, right? Or not hurt, disadvantage, be mean to, do something, to do some actionable thing to say that he doesn't like that he wants to hurt the T part of the LGBTQ alliance. So this gay person was saying, I'm gay and I used to be homophobic. So it's just, they live in a crazy time. Anyway, they tried to cancel this fantastic book on tape because he said nice things about Gareth. Not even that nice about Gareth Roberts at one time, right? Thankfully, it completely failed. It felt much like the Hogwarts Legacy boycott, which just completely and totally imploded. Oh, that's wonderful. It's wonderful. But anyway, so this article it's Trevor Baxendale. Again, if you don't know his work, it's fantastic, right? He's been a great author in genre, probably a lot of other places, for years and years. And his Blake Seven stuff's fantastic. Listen, if it's not clear, I like Trevor Baxendale. Okay, I like his work. I like the cut of his jib, is what I'm trying to say. So this is an article going over his favorite Master stories, which again, I liked. I found this very, very entertaining. It was from a live stream, I think on Saturday. I'm recording this on Monday. It was Saturday, March 11th is my guess. I'm pretty sure. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very good, very helpful. Thank you very much. I am very grateful for you doing all those things. Head over to Rumble. Subscribe to my channel there. Rumble's doing a lot better for me than YouTube. So if I can make that my main channel, I will. So follow me on Rumble. What is it? Also, go look at the video notes. Sign up for my Substack, that's my email newsletter. I'm doing deep fake books on tape. I've done one chapter of this, the deep fake Paul McGann reads the Dying Days. I wasn't happy with it though, and I redid it, and it's going to be a lot better. But right before I get to that, I'm redoing a deep fake Colin Baker reading Millennial Rights. Great book. These are great books. It's kills me that they've been forgotten in time, in the midst of the time, right? But yeah, great. So sign up my Substack there. It's free, baby. It's free. So we got Substack, Twitter is my main social media, Facebook, Instagram, which I'm shit at, but okay, never mind. But follow me and everything. Your life will be immeasurably better. Your life will be immeasurably better. Well, good for you. I'm sure you want a bit of a better life. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are great. Substack. Okay, covered everything. So now let me hand over to me from Saturday night. Trevor Baxendale. Now, Trevor Baxendale was targeted for cancellation, right? Because he said that Gareth Roberts wasn't pure evil, which. Okay, that must be it. That's target for cancellation right there. No reason to stay alive at that point, for according to the crazers. But he's a great rider. He really is. I mean, we'll do some Big Finish news in a minute, right? After this. But there's a new Jake Dubman doing the 10th Doctor set. I'm like, I can't be bothered. And I saw the first stories by Trevor Baxendale. I'm like, I like Trevor Baxendale. I mean, like, he's a solid class writer. Let's have a look. Fine. The anagram masterpieces. The anagram-loving supervillain at the heart of this month's audiobook, Terror of the Master. Fantastic, right? It's really good. I mean, I'm so glad I got the extended edition, the special edition of Terror. What was it? The Masterful, because that had Terror of the Master on it. Because it was so worth it. Right, and the 3-disc length is so much better than the 8th disc length or the 6th disc length. Right, it's so much more digestible. It feels more like an episode of Doctor Who. Right, it's better. Right, it's much better. I hate to tell you. And you can make them cheaper. Right, and I think you'll sell more. Quite frankly. Doink. Fine. But what does author Alexander Overt Trevor Baxendale? Sorry, Trevor Baxendale think of the greatest Avengers? Well, I am intrigued, right? What does he think of the Master's greatest Adventures? I would take his opinion on this, right? Fine, so we have The Sea Devils, the best Doctor Who story featuring Roger Delgado as Master, 1971's The Daemons. You just said The Sea Devils, okay? Or maybe Mind of Evil from the year earlier, but I prefer this one. Okay, I think I think a friendly, regretful master seeking redemption is the in the clink is Delgado at his charmingly manipulative peak. I agree with you. I do agree. Yeah, it's lovely. Fine. Capitalizing on the ineptitude of humans at the root as the route to his freedom. What is a mere 20th century Earth prison could hold him? Enjoying a sword fight with John Pertwee's Doctor and never want to pass up a chance of a scrap, and disguising himself as a Royal Navy officer, all while raising the titular monster from the deep to I guess so to aid him in subjugation of Earth. This one has everything, and the absence of the Brigadier and unit lends it a thrilling, unfamiliar atmosphere. That's actually a fair point. Yeah, having, was it whoever it was, right? So he's going with the Target Books version of Doctor Who and the Deadly Assassin. I mean, I think Deadly Assassin is all-time great Doctor Who. An unexpected return for the Master in 1976 Deadly Assassin. I still remember the thrilling realizing it was him, but magnificently reimagined in the absence of Delgado as a shadowy cobweb cadaver and a bitter struggle for survival. This grand Gwynol confrontation, I have no idea what that means, should take place against the backdrop of the Doctor's homeworld. I tend to agree. Only made it more exciting, and never more so in Terrence 6 and 77 retelling at the heyday of Target Books. I really wish I could go back in time and convince myself to read Target Books. Man, everybody did say they loved them. With his deft description of the new Master as a crawling horror of his ravaged features. Okay. Aided by and abetted by Chris Ansell's Laura cover. Oh, Chris, love a bit of Chris Akerlos. Logopolis, interesting toys. I do like the the Amy Master a lot, but like for me, this one is only watchable in the Blu-ray special edition. With like, there's just like a half a second shot of him dangling from the telescope, but made it look so much better, right? Underrated probably, but this story is huge. Yes, it's about a reincarnated master interfering with Lee Logopoden's reality-bending method, destroying bits of the universe by in a process by Metula Oraniensis. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, it's just the way I walked. But really, it's about Anthony Ennis retooling of the master of the 1980s. I guess so, but I think it only really came into the fore. I know Ennis Master was so weird. I loved him when he was on crystal meth, a Special K in Mark of the Rani, which he clearly was high off his face. This is his best performance in the role. I'm not sure. I really liked Survival, right? Oozing real, and I love Five Doctors as well. Oozing real menace and barely stress insanity against Tom Baker. He's terrific in no small part due to the way Tom's treats the master with absolute rock hard respect. He's the only person in the universe who can match him. In many ways, we share the same mind, right? The fear is real. There's no fear is real. There's no gently bohemian here. Just two desperate despise each other. Yes and no. I want to tell you, mate. It's in theory, yes. That you get much closer to that with the Blu-ray reinterpretation of it, all right? Which I think really works. Utopia. Now, this is an interesting pick for Best Master story. Is this really a master story? Of course it is. A slow burning fuse. I mean, honestly, I like it as a springboard for the War Master, which I just fantastic range of Big Finish. But as a story of itself, it's a bit Master-like, right? Featuring the most terrifying 2 minutes of Master Company, Derek Jacobi. I do agree, right? I do agree. What are we up to? Remembers who he really is. Spoiler, not the cuddly daft or Professor Yana, and turns through the eyes of the innocent assistant. That is wonderful, with sparkling high voltage cable, intent on murder, hissing, "I am the master," direct to the camera. Yeah, okay, that fair dues. I agree. World Enough for Time. Yes. One of the all-time great master stories. Missy and the Sim Master. Great whole episode in disguise, turning the master. Turning what's the name? Bill Potts into a Cyberman. Just fantastic. Not one, but two, although delectably wayward Missy doesn't realize it until, like, she witnesses the sleazy oddball character Razor shed his latest disguise. I love disguises. To reveal his former incarnation, John Sim, giving us a brilliant shock ending to a fantastic episode. It doesn't have quite the stomach-churning impact of Utopia, but it does have a phenomenal performance from Sim as Razor. I agree. I never guessed it was him until he took the mask off, even with Sim's return leaked to the press months before. I agree. And Masterful, the trouble with Masterful is it was supposed to be the Five Doctors with the Master, but they're all just going to try and kill each other, which is what happens. By normal standards, one epic audio tale featuring 8 different incarnations of the Master should be a bit of a mess, but writer James Goss makes it work brilliantly, giving each and every version of the Doctor's balmiest enemy a chance to shine. That is true. I've always had a particular spot for Jeffrey Beaver's tremulous, silky voice, as he gets a heart-wrenching story that not only plays out his strengths, but unexpectedly pairs him with the amazing Eric Roberts. That is very good. Providing there's more fun to be had with the Master than we saw in the 1996 movie. Big Finish celebration of 50 years of the Master is hilarious, thoughtful, moving, and deliciously wicked. Masterful, you might say. And of course, you get Terror of the Master. Why is the Doctor convinced that the great humanitarian is really the Master in disguise? And what is the ultimate terror that unit will now face? My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.